Hello, Freedom Family. We have some new recruits here today. This is my dad, and this is my brother. He also does not have a name. He's just Monica's brother. Nah, his name's Daniel. It's a joke, yeah. Anyway, we're outside the county court. There's still some people here. The courtroom was full today. Thank you to everyone who supported me. And I'm bringing on these two dudes because I want you guys to tell me what you think so that I am not tainted with my passion of wanting to win.
Well, you definitely laid it all out, so at least you were heard, regardless of whatever the result will be, and everyone could hear the genuineness and the feeling of being targeted. I think that's you got that across. So let's see what happens.
What do you think is going to happen? You're allowed to talk about the case is closed. You can say whatever you want.
I think that you'll win in terms of the arrests were. The wrong process was followed. You shouldn't have been arrested 3 times at least. There's a lot of cloud, a lot of uncertainty about why they did it. It's not clear. It was a very unusual time, of course, but they were acting nervous and they just went on a limb with a lot of things. So they shouldn't do that.
No.
So I think you'll win. Overall, I don't think they'll break down the cases. I think it all started from the start. The wrong process happened. So therefore, on that premise, you thought that you were okay to be there, and I think you were correct. You were allowed. You were working. So everything else is just, unfortunately, bad for you in terms of your experience. But everything else is just noise. It's as a whole, it was wrong. You'll be awarded damages. You'll be awarded your costs, and then you can relax a bit.
Well, I can relax now. Actually, what do you think, Dad?
Look, you were fantastic, Monica. I know I'm a fan, but when you think about it, all the things that the other side brought up, you covered every part of it. Everything that they said negative about you and what happened on the day, and that you should not be given money and all the stuff. You covered every point. So there's nothing more you could have done. You know, and it was quite emotional to hear all those stories again.
Like, we've had to listen to the trauma 4 times.
Daniel and I were just snickering away, you know.
Well, mostly you. Mostly you.
No, Daniel too.
Did you cry too?
Straight away I started crying because I was just, I don't know, you could just feel just how important it is to you.
Yeah.
But just also how there's so much, I know your case isn't about every single other person's experience, but we all felt what you felt in a way. We all felt that intimidation, that being treated differently because of our beliefs, which happen to be quite true, a lot of what we
and
thought.
Correct.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But we felt we were a second-class society. So, and it showed on how they treated you. They decided to go above and beyond. They didn't like what you were doing before the day. They didn't like what you're doing on the day, and they still don't like what you're doing.
That's...
What I found really unfair, you were arrested 3 times and I was not arrested.
Yeah.
But I was there too, and I did exactly the same
That's
as you.
because they had discretion because
fair.
you're an old man.
I know I would have had a profile too.
You would have had a profile
They
too,
choose when they use discretion when it suits them, by the way, it seems.
So I think what you're saying, Daniel, is that there were elements of what happened to me that everyone felt in some way or another in their own lives.
And there's a lot of things we don't know that happen to people.
Oh,
like
that's not on
shopping
footage.
centres, mask issues, police harassing them. We've seen a lot of footage, obviously, but they're the ones that were caught on camera.
I know. Yeah.
So those people don't have the money, the funds, maybe the confidence, the family backing, the time. They've got jobs, they've got kids to look after.
I know.
They can't take the Vic Paul to court, and it is over a single incident. This is 3 things in one day. You were harassed a week leading up. We knew it was about the bus. The bus.
They hated the bus.
And they just didn't want to hear your excuses.
They didn't want to hear them. That was what was happening on the bus. Anyway, no, that's fine. So I went through with this case not just for myself but for other people, and it sounds like that came through, which is very good, and that's what he said, so I'm really glad. Anyway, now we're going to go have some cocktails because I deserve it. Excuse me, I'm not finished.
Oh, okay.
And, thank you all for your support. Okay, go on.
There are so many other people that were so badly treated by the Victoria Police Force. I'm so happy that you were able to show that how badly they treated people. But what about those other people that are not coming to court or can't afford to go?
This incident happened 4 years ago, and I spoke to 5 or 6 lawyers who told me to let it go and to move on, and it was too risky. And if you don't have, like Daniel said, the time and the money and the energy to do what I did, you wouldn't do it. And get away with it again. So hopefully we can change some internal policy in Victoria Police so that this doesn't happen to people who it might ruin their lives if it had happened to them like it happened to me. That is my hope, and I guess we'll see now, just so you guys know, the decision is coming out on the 6th of September, which is very soon. It's only 3 weeks. So I'll be back here in court on the 6th of September, and I'll see you guys there.
Hopefully the decision will reignite democracy. I'm sorry.
So maybe the decision will reignite our cause in the community.
Whatever.
Okay, there was a paragraph in their documents that said that they were so glad